one last moose to check, and then we need to check on our pheasant, see if he made it to 5 stars. He was a 3-star adult, so his chances are very good. We'll have to see how it goes. And then we'll see. We do still have a bit of time, so I might actually try to do the mission, the main mission that we have, the last one. Harvest a grey wolf and a red fox. Shouldn't be too difficult. We can go back to the lowland forests where they're pretty, where we should have both red foxes and grey wolves. Let me actually just quickly check that on Nekabo's map. Yeah, we definitely have grey wolves up there, and do we have red foxes? Yes, in slightly different places. There's not too many red foxes on this map, so that's going to be the main difficulty, finding those. But first we need to find this moose and our pheasant. And then we can look for foxes and wolves. Wolves are going to be easy. If I really want to just shoot a random wolf, I can go down to the Highland Mountains and I'll find one easy enough. But I'm looking for some very specific wolves. Which storyline do you like the most and which map? It's a good question. Storyline would be Tickamoon Plains, followed closely by Lintokoto, what we're playing right now. Map is Nez Perce Valley, followed closely by Tickamoon Plains. Nez Perce will always have a special place in my heart. One, because it was the first map, and secondly, because I think it's just a very well-balanced map, with a very nice balance between the different areas. It's not too hard, it's not too easy. It's just a really good map. And it seems my moose are not here this time. Which is the easiest? The easiest map is probably Tickamoon Plains, because it's almost entirely flat, wide open areas that are easy to hunt. And yes, our moose are not here today. So they must be up here. The hardest, I would say, is Transylvania. Transylvania is brutal because even the drink zones, which is what most people hunt if they want easy hunting, have really high reeds or lots of vegetation around them. Every part of that map is full of hills. Even the grasslands are hilly grasslands, so good luck if you're on the wrong side of the hill. And there's a lot of little rocks and such where you can just break your neck if you're not careful or get yourself stuck in between the rocks. So Transylvania, I think, is definitely the hardest. That is not a pheasant we're looking for. And the thing with Transylvania for me is it's visually it's very close to where I live. And when I play games, I like to go to places that I don't already live in. I like to experience new things. So for some people, wow, this looks exactly like where I live and has exactly all the animals that live where I live is a bonus. For me, it's not. I prefer to hunt maps that have things that I know I'm very unlikely to ever see or hunt, even if I had a hunting license. So that's why I love Tigger Moon and Nez Perce Valley so much. Because my chances of going to the US are pretty slim right now. And Africa probably also. Okay, the moose are definitely there. I just need to get close enough to see them. This is gonna be a bit tricky. We're gonna have to get really close here. The shadow looks like you're using the binoculars all the time. I do usually have them out when I'm walking, honestly. It's not like there's a stamina meter in game that's going to deplete if I don't put them away, so... Okay, where exactly are my moose? There. God. I'm gonna need a different angle because I cannot see these guys from here. And I don't want to risk spooking them. We're already pretty close to be walking around like this. Wait. I think it was over there. If we go just this way. Yeah. Is this the female or the male? Oh, the male is on the right side. Okay. Let's see if we put up a stand. If we can see him from the stand. There he is. And he's right between the trees, so I cannot see. Thank you. Very helpful. God damn you. It's gonna be an adventure trying to find this moose. Two-star mature, there we go. That's all I wanted to know. That's all I needed. He is a 2-star mature. Day 10. Check on day 22. We'll see how many of those previously 2-star adult moose will actually make it to 5 stars. All right. Time to check on our pheasant. He is down there, so that's going to be fairly easy. Especially because with pheasants we can actually get pretty close without having to stop. And I need something new to drink, so I hope I'm not gonna run into a tree, but I'm gonna need to get something to drink. There we go, that went pretty well. And this one was a 3-star adult, so we're gonna have to check if, or not if, we're gonna have to check what became of him, if he made it to 5 or not. The good news is it's just pheasants, so we can go up to 150 meters without having to worry about spooking them. Also, out of curiosity, when do red foxes and wolves drink? Red foxes from 9 to 12 and grey wolves from 5 to 8. Okay. So what we're gonna do is, when we get up here, we're just gonna move from drink zone to drink zone and see if maybe we can get some foxes along the way. And some wolves, because I know there's 3 wolf packs up here, and I think there's like 2 or 3 foxes as well. Unless we already run into a fox right now, which I kind of doubt, but who knows. Which difficulty am I playing on? Adventurer. I am almost always on Adventurer unless I'm doing like quick testing for which I need to rush through the game, then I go on Hiker. Alright, there he is. Oh, well, one of the 2. I think there's 2 males in this group, to be honest. Yes! He made it! Gorgeous. Ta-da! We are going to get a 5-star. Let me actually switch back to bird pellets because I think we're still on slugs. Yeah. It's a bit overkill for a pheasant. Oh, hi there. I don't need you right now. Oh, I need him to raise his head because I can't see him like this. I think I got him. Yes, I did. Awesome. It's a bit of a risky shot, but yeah, that worked. 96%, holy moly. Yep. Taxi. Done. No more pheasants for us. That was the last one We had to check. Now we can go for our wolves and our foxes and all that. So yeah, I think we're gonna start over here. Do a little around this lake. Go down here, up here, over here. And then hopefully along the way we'll be able to find our wolves and our... Oh, well, actually we're gonna have to go over here first because we don't have a campsite there. Hopefully along the way we'll be able to find our foxes and grey wolves. Let's go. I don't think... Yeah, it doesn't specify male or female, so we can take whatever we can get. And now the only animal that we have to check daily is that one group of lynxes. Everything else we know exactly which day we need to check on them. So that's nice. We do also still need an adult lynx, so gotta keep an eye out for that as well. Basically all the predators. And then for the moose, I think at least one of them will make it to 5 stars because he made it to 3-star adult before he became a mature. But I know that a moose that made it from 2-star adult to 2-star mature can make 5 stars because that happened when I did my age testing with my animals. So we'll see how many of those 2-star adults will die as 4 stars and how many of them we will put on the wall. What's our current taxidermy list look like anyways? Trash wolverine, trash duck, trash deer, albino, melanistic wolf, piebald, and a really good pheasant. Wait, did I not taxidermy the other 5-star? I know we already had a 5-star pheasant because we completed the mission. Did I sell that one? Oh. I did. Well, oops. Guess that happened. Yeah, I mean, he was a bottom tier 5-star though. He was like, he barely made it to 5 stars. Like the only reason he made it to 5 stars is because the game rounds up the trophy score instead of rounding down. So he literally scraped by the edge of his feathers, so I am not too upset about that one. Now I just really want a wolf. I want a wolf and I want a fox, so that we can finish these missions. Because if we could finish them today, that would be great. And it is the last story mission, so... we don't have very far to go. Now we just need to actually find a wolf and a red fox. And the problem with the red foxes is there aren't that many on this map. I would actually have to count them on Nikiva's map. But I think there's only like 10 or so. 10 groups of red foxes. That is definitely not a fox, that is something that's bigger. That's also something bigger. Okay, let's do a quick round along the shore of this little lake. Grab any need zones that we have here, and then we move on. Because if this was just Wispy, like if we had just had to deal with Wispy, we would already be done. Wispy takes like 10 minutes. But this red fox and grey wolf stuff first, that's what is actually going to take up some time. And wow, there's almost nothing at this lake. That was absolutely worth it.